Good afternoon, everybody. Hope you can all hear me. We're just going to wait a couple of minutes to get some more people in. If I can ask you all to keep your microphones on mute, just so that we don't get any disturbance throughout the webinar. And if you can hear me, definitely let us know in the chat room. Let us know where you're tuning in from today. If you've been to St. Lucia before, if you're going to St. Lucia, just tell us a little bit about yourself. Oh, got some people coming in. Hi, Daryl. Hi, Ian. Hi, Tasha, Laura. Oh, Wolverhampton, lovely. Oh, the Netherlands. Oh, amazing. I think I saw, oh, we've got Debbie. Oh, hi, Debbie.
Debbie from South Africa. There you go. That's good.
Oh, Stephanie got married at Eastland on December 23rd, 1992. Wow.
Right, time you went back for an anniversary then, Stephanie.
Definitely. I've got some people in London. They're looking to go to St. Lucia soon. Oh, I love to see that. Got a few more people coming in. We're just going to wait a couple more minutes to get some more people in, and then we're going to begin. Oh, Stephanie said she nearly went back, but the tax man said no. Don't worry, we need to get you out there. We'll just ignore the tax man. So if you're just coming in, good afternoon or good morning, depending on where you're joining us from. I know I saw in the registrants list a couple of people from the US had signed up. So thank you so much for being with us today on another St. Lucia webinar. We did have one hotel who we were waiting for to join us, but I don't think she's in yet, but we're gonna get going because we want to keep it within the time frame because I know you guys have loads of bookings to go out there and make. So without further ado, let's begin. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and then I'll introduce everybody. Wait a second. Okay, so good afternoon, everybody. For those who don't know me, but you all should know me by now if you've been with us on a couple of our webinars, our global roadshows, our trade events. My name is Nicole Compton, and I am the Sales and Marketing Manager of Tourism Authority. So I look after our lovely trade partners, whether it's trade events, fam trips, webinars, sales calls. I'm definitely your go-to person. I do have some amazing co-hosts with me here this afternoon. I have on the call with me Carolyn Trubetsko, who represents Anne Chasney and Jade Mountain in St. Lucia. So she'll be telling you pretty much more about Anne Chasney, but we will try to touch on Jade Mountain if we can, if we have some time. We also have Tracy Dyson, who represents East Winds St. Lucia. So she'll tell you all about that property. And we are supposed to have Fiona Miller, who represents Cap Maison Resort and Spa. She's just having a couple of connecting issues. But what we'll do is we will just continue on through and hopefully she will be here shortly and we'll still be able to tell you all about that property. So just a couple of house rules. If you can all keep yourselves on mute, just so we don't get any feedback and disturbance throughout the webinar as our presenters are speaking. We do have some prizes given away this afternoon. We have some prizes for yourself, some lovely, amazing vouchers, and also some gifts that you can share with your clients as well, just to say thank you for booking with you and also for choosing St. Lucia. So if you stay till the end, we'll be doing a little question and answer where you'll be able to win yourself some amazing prizes. Now, hopefully you all know why St. Lucia by now, but for those who've never been to St. Lucia before, you don't know much about St. Lucia, or it's your first time on one of our webinars, thank you so much for being with us here today.
My turn for coffee soon.
Someone who's just unmuted themselves. If I can just ask everyone to please mute. Okay. Perfect. So yes, I'm just going to show you a short video. It's going to tell you a little bit about St. Lucia. St. Lucia is the only country in the world to be named after a woman, which is why we say, let her inspire you. Let this beautiful, lush, green, cultural woman inspire you to come and visit, and hopefully she will inspire you to inspire your clients to visit us as well.
Let her welcome you, warm you, wow you. with her sunshine, fun times, and vibrant hospitality. Let her excite you, amaze you, surprise you with wonderful adventures on tropical land, sand, and sea. Let her indulge you, treat you, spoil you with her world-class hotels, resorts, and limitless luxury. Let her relax you, restore you, renew you with her nurturing nature, spas, and serene tranquility. Let her delight you, entice you, romance you with her unique charm, magic, and island beauty. She is St. Lucia. Let her inspire.
Let her inspire you indeed. You, those who've not been, or for those who have a little reminder or refresher of what the island has to offer and all that she is about. She is home to our UNESCO World Heritage Site of our Piton Mountains. Did you know that the distance between the Piton Mountains are about 57 kilometers, or roughly 33 miles, but from various different angles of the island, like from this angle here on screen, they do look like they're perched right next to each other, but there's about 50 kilometers in between the two. She's also home to the Caribbean's only dry-through volcano, which is our sulfur springs, also known as our mud baths. The center of the sulfur springs actually boils to 100 degrees Celsius. However, the streams which flow down into the mud baths are about 45 degrees Celsius. Still hot, but warm enough for you to be able to have a sulfuric mud bath, which they do say can make you come out looking 10 years younger. St. Lucia is also home to some pretty bays, and this has actually been described as one of the most prettiest bays in the Caribbean. This is our Marigot Bay area, and this image definitely does not do it justice. The contrast of the lush green rainforest of St. Lucia, turquoise waters of the Caribbean Sea. We're fortunate enough to be surrounded by two waters. We've got the Caribbean Sea on our west coast and the Atlantic Ocean on our east coast. And because we are a volcanic island, we do have an amazing mixture of golden sandy beaches and also black beaches as well. St. Lucia has a waterfall for every day of the week, so you can definitely have an adventure every time you step out into St. Lucia. One of my favorite places in St. Lucia is definitely Pigeon Island National Park. This has a major history during the times when the French and the English were fighting for St. Lucia. St. Lucia was actually 7 times British, 7 times French. Eventually, the English did win, which is why English is the main language that we speak on island. However, we do speak broken French, which is also called Creole or Patois, as part of that French heritage that we once had. Did you know that Pigeon Island was actually a small island situated just off the northwest coast of St. Lucia, but this was actually joined to the island in 1972 by a man-made causeway. This is where some of our popular resorts like the Landings Resort and Spa and also Sandals Grand St. Lucia now sits today. She's also home to 5-star yachting amenities. If you have any clients who are into sailing or have their own yachts and want to sail to St. Lucia or around the Caribbean, we have the Rodney Bay Marina and also the Marigot Bay Marina, which has all the amenities that your clients would require. So not just your typical sun, sea, and sand destination. We have a range of activities, and month after month, I tell you about these amazing activities that we have that you or your clients can explore in St. Lucia. And I do see a lot of popular names in the chat room, some people who have taken on fam trips with me. So you've definitely done some of these activities with me. Some of these will include zip lining through the rainforest. We have 3 zip lining sites, one in the north of the island in Babonneau, in Castries, one in Soufrière on the west coast, and also one in Dennery on the east coast as well. Perfectly situated for wherever your clients are staying in St. Lucia. You can also do an aerial tram tour above the rainforest where you get to just hover above and really get to take in the flora and the fauna and get to see some of the most amazing birds and butterflies that we have in St. Lucia as well. You can take that trip to the mud bath where you can do a sulfuric mud bath, which like they say, can make you come out looking 10 years younger. And it's something that's quite unique to St. Lucia because we're the only Caribbean island with a dry-through volcano. So we recommend anybody going to St. Lucia, definitely take a trip down to Soufrière and try out the sulfuric mud bath. You can do Segway tours. We also have jungle biking. You can do ATV biking as well. You can also do bird watching. We have over 76 species of birds in St. Lucia, and 5 of them are actually endemic to the islands. They're only found there, which makes the island a paradise for bird watchers. And even though you think you may not be a bird watcher, just being able to capture some of these amazing birds up close and personal, it's definitely going to be one that will get you a lot of likes on your social media. ATV bike that I mentioned previously. You can also do horse riding, whether it's on land or in water, or you can enjoy fun days at the beach. We do have an over-the-water water park located in Rodney Bay, just off the beach, where it's a little bit like Ninja Warriors, but on water, because once you get knocked off, you kind of fight for you to be able to come back on. Or if you're like me, once you get knocked off, you just go to the beach and have a cocktail and let the kids continue over. But it's definitely fun for all the family. And you can either enjoy the water park or enjoy just lazing on the beach. There's an image of that Splash Island water park right there. We have a range of water activities, which include sea kayaking, sea helmet trek, where you get to walk at the bottom of the ocean's bed. On this tour, it's amazing because they actually sunk a really old BMW down there. So you get to walk around the BMW, take some images inside the BMW in front of it, or also a table that they've got laid there as well. So it really makes the underwater world quite fun and interesting. With that being said, we have over 25 dive sites in and around St. Lucia that you can enjoy as well if you are into diving. If you have many clients who are divers and would like to explore St. Lucia, you can do some whale and dolphin watching as well. Or you can do some local culture activities by taking a trip to the Castries market, where you can try some local fruit and veg. You can also purchase some stuff that you may be able to cook at some of your resorts or villas that you're staying at, or buy some souvenirs that you can take home for family and friends as well. Top tip, definitely try out some St. Lucian rum. And also our spices are amazing because they're all grown in St. Lucia. And because we have that volcanic soil, it means that we grow everything quite nicely. That leads me nicely into cuisine. So we try to do as much farm to table as we can. So whatever is in season, we will utilize that in a lot of the meals that we produce or we serve in our restaurants. We have everything from fine dining restaurants to local food that you can get in some of the local restaurants, or also food trucks along the island as well. We also cater to all dietary requirements, whether you have clients who are pescatarians, vegan, halal, kosher. Definitely reach out to the resorts before, to the restaurants, letting them know they can definitely make sure they can cater to the needs of your clients. You can also make chocolate in St. Lucia. We have a rich history of chocolate production and also cocoa plantation. You can do a bean to bar experience or a tree to bar experience at Rabo Hotel, who has an excursion called Project Chocolat, where you can learn to make your own bar of chocolate. You can also visit the St. Lucia distilleries, where you can learn all about how the production of rum is made in St. Lucia and try every bottle of rum that we make. Now, this tour is definitely not one for the faint-hearted. I did this tour on a family trip from about 11 a.m. and by 1 o'clock, the group was very, very quiet. And the rest of the day went, I would want to say quite smoothly, but they definitely enjoyed trying all the rums that we made in St. Lucia. And everyone seemed to forget that we do have a alcohol limit coming back to the UK, because they all bought like so many bottles. But it means that they now want to go back to St. Lucia to be able to try and get some of this amazing rum, which is definitely a reason to go back. We are the romance capital of the Caribbean. We have no residency, so you can get married within Benin Island for a few hours. You can apply for a special marriage license, which can be done on the same day, or a standard marriage license takes a couple of days, which is typically what most people may go for. We can perform a wedding ceremony for your clients anywhere, whether it's underwater, on a resort, on a beach, in Pigeon Island National Park, just privately in one of your rooms, on top of the pitons. Anything is possible in St. Lucia. The more information that you can give us, give the resorts, give the DMCs, we can definitely make those dreams come to reality for your clients. And with that being said, honeymoon destination of the world. We're the world's leading honeymoon destination, awarded by World Travel Awards. We've won that award 13 times. So it really goes to show that when people think of special romantic occasions, honeymoons, anniversaries, vow renewals, baby moons, they definitely think of St. Lucia as one of their top choices. So we're quite proud of that. And we've got our fingers crossed for the 2022 award, which hopefully should be announced in a couple of months. Just going to briefly touch on accommodation. We have over 3,000 rooms available in St. Lucia, from all-star, all-inclusive resorts to boutique resorts to villas, inns, Airbnbs, guest houses. There's definitely something for everybody. You will be hearing from a couple of properties today. So we'll give you a couple of options that you can suggest to your clients. One thing I will mention from the properties you will see today is definitely consider a twin centre, because we have 2 properties, hopefully you'll hear, in the north of the island, and then properties in the southwest coast in Soufrière. Those make very good options for a twin centre holiday within itself. So if you have any clients who are staying for more than 7 days in St. Lucia, then definitely consider recommending that they do a couple of nights in the north and a couple of nights in the south, and really see how the island is quite different, but also quite unique as well. Just to give you an idea, a couple of ideas of a couple of accommodation options that we do have. And we also recently launched something called Collection de Pépite. This is a collection of our small villas, B&Bs, boutique hotels, villa inns. This is a collection of all of our accommodation options, which has 35 rooms or less. It's available on our website where you can browse. It just makes it easier for those clients. I'm not looking for a massive resort. They're looking for something nice and small that they can feel at home in and really enjoy. So we do have that called Collection de Pépite available for you to view and to get some ideas that you can recommend for your clients. I love our calendar of events because it has amazing things throughout the year. We typically say it's summer throughout for the whole year in St. Lucia. We're proud to announce that our Jazz Festival will be taking place next year in 2023. So after 3 years, we're excited to be able to celebrate our Jazz and Arts Festival again. I can definitely share the dates with you at the end of this presentation. July, we will be hosting our St. Lucia Carnival again. We hosted this year and it was amazing. It really brought a lot of people to St. Lucia and really got them to enjoy our culture and our carnival. Hopefully our Roots and Soul Festival will come back next year. We'll be able to share those details with you as soon as we get it. We do celebrate Creole Heritage Month in October, so we have some details on that coming soon with some events and stuff that will be taking place in October. So if you do have any clients who are in St. Lucia around Creole Heritage weekend or during a Creole weekend, it's definitely stuff that they can get involved in. And I know a lot of our resorts, they really go all out to celebrate that heritage, that Creole heritage we once had, and put on various different things around the resorts to get the guests involved. December, we will be hosting Atlantic Rally for Cruisers. We have hosted the ARC, for over 32 years. And even during the pandemic, we are proud to say that we are still able to welcome them to St. Lucia. So that's definitely something that will continue. And every Friday night, our Grosse Lace Street Party is back. It's one of my favorite things. I love going to Grosse Lace on a Friday. I get to eat local fish that was freshly caught that day, lobster, shrimp, crab, octopus. I also get to meet local people, enjoy the local music, the soca music, the Dennery segment, the reggae, and really get a sense of what the Caribbean and what St. Lucia is really about. So if you do have anybody in St. Lucia and they're staying anywhere in the north of the island, definitely recommend that they check out the Grosse Lace Street Party. Just a couple of useful facts I'm going to touch on. We have direct flights from the UK with British Airways, Virgin Atlantic and TUI. British Airways offers a daily service out of London Gatwick. Virgin Atlantic will be coming back from the 31st of October out of London Heathrow, doing a 3 times a week service. And TUI operates a weekly service, which is every Thursday out of London Gatwick. We have 2 airports, our main airports for all our international flights going to Hiranora International in the south of the island. But we do have a domestic regional airport as well in the north, which is perfect for any of those anybody who's looking to island hop between the Caribbean. Our typical weather is from about mid to high 20 degrees Celsius. So we have tropical weather all year round. We technically do have 2 seasons. Rainy season is from June to November. Dry season is from December through to May. But even during the rainy season, as in now, we get little to no rainfall at all, or what we call liquid sunshine, because it helps us stay nice and green in St. Lucia. Our main currency is the Eastern Caribbean dollar, but we do also accept the US dollar island-wide. And in terms of passports and visas, you don't need a visa to travel to St. Lucia if you're a British or an Irish passport holder or an American. And all that we ask that your passport is valid for the duration of your time in St. Lucia. So if you're there for a month, it just needs to be valid for a month. we don't require you to have that 6 months, that's what most places do. If you have any clients who are looking to island to do a twin center with North America, we do have some great connections out of places like Miami, New York, Atlanta, Philadelphia, Chicago, which are direct flights straight down to St. Lucia. So that's definitely another option. And we have some amazing transfer options. We have traditional road transfers. So a typical road transfer between Heronora International in the south and north of the island is about an hour and a half by road. However, you can do a helicopter transfer between the two. This takes just under 10 minutes, or we do have a ferry transfer as well. It takes around the same time as a road transfer, but it's definitely an amazing way to see the island from sea. You get to have the pitons in the backdrop, you get to pass through Marigot Bay and see all of the little bays that we do have around the island as well. Just a couple of notes on our entry requirements. We no longer have those travel authorization forms to fill out. We're so happy that this is finally behind us and we're moving forward into a better world. We do accept both vaccinated and unvaccinated guests. If you're fully vaccinated, you don't need to do anything to travel to St. Lucia. You just book your flight and off you go. However, if you are unvaccinated, you will need to take a PCR test 5 days before arriving in St. Lucia, counting the day of arrival as part of the 5 days. And then you just need to take a copy of that with you. And just one form that you have to fill out is a health screening form. You can download this off our website, stlucia.org. That just asks you a couple of health screening questions, and then you can present that on arrival. We do have them available in St. Lucia, so if for any reason anybody forgets, it's not the end of the world. They'll still be allowed into the flight, and then they'll be able to complete that form before being allowed into St. Lucia. Just a reminder of our online training program, St. Lucia Expert. If you're not on there, definitely go register. That's always the place that we go for if we're looking to invite anybody to any fam trips, any events that we're hosting, and any rewards that we want to give away, whether it's monthly rewards, quarterly rewards. We always go and look for our St. Lucia Experts first. We have a St. Lucia Agent Months program called SLAM. That's from June to November. I can share the brochure with that with you at the end of this webinar. Where we offer various discounts on excursions, restaurants, hotel providers. So if you are thinking of going to St. Lucia this year between now and November, you can definitely check out some amazing deals and discounts on there. It's something that we do release annually as well. And some of them, they may actually allow you to book now, but you can travel in a couple of months. So I can definitely share that with you at the end of the webinar. So I hope that's given you a nice sort of taste of St. Lucia and what she has to offer for you and your clients. We'd love you to stay connected with us. So you can definitely follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Definitely register for St. Lucia Expert if you're not there. Any information that you need will be found on our website, and you're welcome to email me, ncompton@stluciauk.org, anytime if you have any questions, any queries, or just want to tell me about an amazing booking that you made to St. Lucia. I would love to hear about it. So thank you so much. And I'm now going to stop sharing my screen and hand you over to Fiona, who I see is here and has joined us. I'm going to go ahead and make the co-host. Hello, hi Fiona. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me. I am very excited to be here and to share my screen. Can you see it all right? I'll make it
yes.
Cool. It's all working well. Good.
Yes.
Okay, well, hello everyone. My name is Fiona. I'm the Sales and Marketing Manager at Van Isaac Exclusive, and we represent 9 beautiful properties in the Caribbean and Europe, including, of course, Cap Maison in St. Lucia. So Cap Maison is located in the north of the island, and as Nicole suggested before, you can get helicopter transfers up there, which are only around 10 minutes in terms of time. I think it's a lovely way to arrive. It makes you feel extra special, and it's only, if you don't and you've got people who are afraid of heights, then 1.5 hours is how long it will take you in a car. We're also not very far from Body Holiday, if you know where that is. And we're only 5 minutes from St. Lucia Championship Golf Course and 10 minutes from Rodney Bay, so very easy to get out and about. Now, Cap Maison offer half board as standard, but they also have an all-inclusive option as well. So if you want to just stay in the resort and just enjoy that, then the option is there for you as well. So the rooms and villas are laid out a bit like this. So we have a garden view room just here, which interconnects to a villa suite just here, and an outer connects to an ocean view junior suite down the bottom here. So you can take each room independently, interconnect them, or take all 3 as a 3-bedroom villa. You can even go upstairs and take it as a 6-bedroom unit. So if you have a larger group, then it's very possible. I'm very excited to let you know that Cat Maison are undergoing a massive refurbishment this year, and it will be reopening on the 1st of October, ready for all your clients to visit. So please bear this in mind when you see my pictures later in the presentation. But for now, I'll show you the mood boards so you get an idea of the look and feel of how it will be. So all of the interiors of the rooms and all the public areas will be changed. So it'll be much more modern in style, but has a really good sense of place with the box of colour. Absolutely beautifully done there with them. So moving on to the rooms, we have garden view rooms, which, as the name suggests, look straight out over the garden. Beautiful junior suites. And this is my very favourite room here, the ocean view suite with the rooftop pool. The rooftop pool has stunning views out towards Pigeon Island, and we also have the plunge pool back here as well, which is a really great added bonus. We have the Spanish courtyard suites which have more Moorish architecture. And of course, we have Eau de Parfum products as well. So really, really top end products. We have a Savise spa as well, called Spa at Cat Maison, or Spa Maison, and that's a really lovely place to relax. So here in the top left-hand picture, we have the Cliff at Cap, which is the main restaurant at Cat Maison, with beautiful views out towards Pigeon Island and the sea. Down here, you can see Rock Maison, which is the private dining platform. And then down here on the left-hand side, you can see the beach at Cat Maison. There are a few steps to get down to the beach, as there are in quite a few places in St. Lucia, but it's worth it when you get to the bottom. There's a restaurant down there and a beach bar, which once won the coolest beach bar in the Caribbean, called the Naked Fisherman. And they serve incredible homemade rum and beer. There's also non-motorized water sports available on the beach as well. Like I said, the Cliff at Cap has an incredible restaurant, and the chef there, Craig Jones, is a Welsh Rastafarian vegetarian chef. So of course the menu works very well as for all your guests that have dietary requirements, like being a pescatarian or a vegetarian or vegan. So we have views out here towards Pigeon Island, and Nicole mentioned as well that you can go hiking on Pigeon Island, and it's good for bird watching as well. Of course, we're on the West Coast, so we always get the best sunsets, and the food, like I mentioned, is absolutely incredible. I'll just show you a short video about Cat Maison. Here we go. Cap Maison for you. One of the main bits of feedback we get about Cap Maison is the feel of what it's like when you're there. I always hear from guests and from people on fam trips how homey it feels and how it's like being part of the family when you're there. It is a family-run property. The Go Back family run it, and Ross Stevenson is the general manager. And yeah, we're very excited about the refurbishment. So yeah, we're having this year. So please do bear it in mind for your clients. I'm always here to answer any questions you might have. So my email address is sales@van-isaker.com. I'll put it in the chat box. But I have to, unfortunately, leave a little bit earlier today. So if you have any questions, please feel free to email me. And thank you so much for being here. Over to you, Nicole.
Thank you so much, Fiona. And that was a lovely presentation. I know a couple of people had a few issues with the video, but we can definitely share that with them at the end of the presentation. So I'll do that later on. But thank you for joining us. I know you have to run off, but we'll speak to you soon.
Thank you so much.
Thanks. Bye. Okie dokie. So I'm now going to hand over to Carolyn, who's going to tell you all about Anne Chastney.
Hi, everyone. Let me share my screen and see how I can play it. Hang on a sec. Here we go. So can you all see my screen? Nicole, we good?
Yes, all good.
Very good. So just let me reintroduce myself. I'm Carolyn Trubetskoy. My husband, Nick, and I are the owners of Anne Chastney Resort and also Jade Mountain. As our destination video said earlier on, let me see if I can entice, delight, and surprise you with new information. Our focus today is on Anne Chastney. And as you can see, we are in the most scenic part of St. Lucia, which is the southwest corner near our famous Piton Mountains, and also near a lot of the sightseeing attractions that Nicole mentioned, such as the botanical gardens, sulfur springs, and the pitons, which you can climb, at least the Gros Piton. We are very fortunate with the location. It's one of our unique selling points, and we have our own 600-acre estate sitting on 2 valleys and giving us the advantage of 2 beaches. We are also St. Lucia's only resort with a private helipad. It's 60 minutes by land taxi from Hibanora International Airport and 6 minutes by helicopter. The beaches are connected, so you can walk from one beach to the next. This is Anne Chastney Beach. And this is the second beach called Anne's Mamin. In the valley behind the second beach, we have beautiful remains from an 18th century estate. And there we have great birdwatching opportunities. We have actually trained birdwatching guides on site, and our guests can sign up for birdwatching on our own estate. And of course, we can send them to other places around the island. We also custom built over 12 miles of hiking and mountain biking trails in this estate, and you can rent mountain bikes from us. By lucky coincidence, we are also surrounded by quite a few of the island's pristine coral reefs. My husband bought the property in '74 and literally had to dive under to discover most of these reefs, which was quite fun. We have our own diving operation, and it's not just great for scuba diving, but also snorkeling, as the reefs start very shallow right off Anne Chastney Beach. In addition, we have great water sports opportunities from kayaking. We have our own sailboat that you can rent for half day or full day or sunset cruises. We have our own carefully curated excursions, for example, our Jazzy Sunset Cruise. And we also offer complimentary yoga twice daily. And we have just recently introduced also Pilates as an option. So now I've showed you one of these unique selling points, the location, and also the great activities that are on offer on our own property. And now let's take a look at the rooms and the resort itself. So Anne Chastney is on the lower hillside, and at beach level, we have 49 rooms in total. Jade Mountain is directly adjoining, sitting above with another 29 rooms. Our price leading rooms are the standard and superior rooms. We have over the last few years renovated them. Anne Chastney is known for being like authentically Caribbean, very colorful. We use the fabric called Madras, which is our national fabric in our in our furnishings. And these hillside rooms have beautiful views of the Piton Mountains. Sorry, nervous finger here. And so most of the rooms have Piton views and some have ocean views. Just a shot of one of the bathrooms to see how they've all been renovated recently. This is the Hillside Deluxe category. These remind of tree houses clinging on the hillside. I should mention that the majority of our rooms are not air conditioned, so 37 are on the hillside, 12 are at beach level. You can literally feel the breeze coming through these wooden louvers. Because you're on a hillside, you have a great natural breeze that doesn't make air conditioning a necessity. This is another Hill Deluxe room. You see here also that we have some open wall options at Anne Chastenay. This is an open wall Hillside Deluxe room that also has a swing. That's the top category at Anne Chastenay, called the premium category rooms. Not all of them are open wall. This is an open wall premium room. By nature of the location on the very top of Anne Chastenay, you have the most beautiful view of the Pitons. And these rooms were also a little bit the catalyst that led us to then develop and build Jade Mountain. At the beach level, there's 12 additional rooms, and these are beachside deluxe rooms. Now, because you are in the valley and no longer enjoy the natural breezes that you would have on a hillside, these are the air-conditioned rooms. Jade Mountain caters to mostly couples, but we also have a nice family segment. We take children from age 6 in the summer, age 10 in the winter. And especially the beach rooms are really quite handy for the somewhat smaller children, and they're spacious enough that you can put 1 or 2 extra beds. We also have a number of one-of-a-kind suites. This, for example, is the Piton Pool Suite. This is actually our only suite with a private pool, but my husband doesn't understand what is a plunge pool. So this pool is like 16 foot by 8 foot, so rather large pool. And this suite can be combined with another room, so you would have an interconnecting 2-bedroom to bathroom suite. Another really nice one-of-a-kind suite is at beach level. So you had the 12 beachside rooms, plus you have this one-of-a-kind suite, which is the beach house. It sits within its own private garden, right on Anne Chastenay Beach. It is air-conditioned. It is only a 1-bedroom cottage, but again, big enough that we could put up to 2 extra beds in the unit. We celebrate Creole and Caribbean style. Our staff is dressed in the local madras, and we're trying to really, at every level, get across the various options, the various cultural experiences. In terms of dining, there is quite a few choices at Anne Chastenay. We have, for example, the treehouse, where we serve seafood-inspired menus. Then we have an entirely vegan option. We have vegan options on all menus, but we have one restaurant dedicated entirely to vegan cuisine. At beach level, we have our East Indian St. Lucian fusion restaurant called Apsara. And there's also the more simple menu called the Beach Grill. And on the second beach of Anse Mamin, we have our laid-back jungle grill that is available at lunchtime for what some people call one of the best burgers they ever had. We have 2 beaches, as you may recall, and there we can also offer amazing private beach dining options. We also do great culinary theme events. For example, we call it Eat 'em to Beat 'em. If you're a diver, we would first take you diving, and we would teach you how to catch the lionfish. That's an invasive species that the best thing you can do with them is eat them to beat them. Thank God they taste really well. And then in the evening, we do this amazing themed dinner where we serve you lionfish menu. Our guests also enjoy visiting our own organic farm. It's about 15 minutes from the property. There we offer cooking classes. And we also have recently opened a microbrewery there, so you can also do beer tasting. Plus, we have over 1,500 of our own cocoa trees, and we make our own chocolate from our own cocoa trees. We offer our own tree-to-bar tour, where guests can first visit the farm and then go back to the property to our chocolate laboratory and learn how to make chocolate. if you don't want to make chocolate, you can go to the spa and we can slather chocolate all over you. And if you don't want to do that, we can offer you chocolate-infused beer. We also recently started offering art classes. That's really, really popular. If you go to the Unchastenée website, we have a virtual art gallery with all of our guest creations. Great fun. And we also have a wonderful sustainability story and offer behind the scenes tours so that you understand better how we deal with water and wastewater management. I'm Carolyn Trubetskoy. We are Gold Travel Life certified, both properties are. And I'm not sure if there's enough time, Nicole, to show a little Jade Mountain video. What you want me to do? It's exactly
yeah, sure. You can go ahead and show the video. Yeah,
I'm going to try. I understand we've had some issues, so let me try to see how I can get this done. And I'm trying to see where I have to more, let's see, optimize screen for share. Okay, here we are. Thank you very much. I hope that video played all right.
Yes, it did. Thank you. I can see some of the comments in the chat. Amazing. Thank you so much, Carolyn, for that lovely presentation. Okie dokie. So we have one more hotel for you to see. I'm now going to hand you over to Tracy. Who's going to tell you all about East Winds.
Okay. Can you see my screen okay?
Nothing yet.
Oh, I've got it going. Hold on a sec. Let's go back in again.
Oh, yeah, it's coming out. Yep, we
Put it now. Yep,
yes.
Bit of a delay there. Okay. Hi, everyone. For those that know me, hello, and thank you for your support over the last few months. We're doing quite well down in St. Lucia, so we're very happy. And for those that don't know me, hopefully we'll have your support after the presentation today. So today I'm going to talk to you about East Winds in St. Lucia. And this is a little property. It's only 30 cottages, so it falls into the small properties of St. Lucia. And it's set on a stunning beach, but it's literally 90 minutes from the international airport and about 15 minutes from the local airport, just north of Castries and just south of Rodney Bay. So it's a very low key and informal hotel. It's very elegant, yet very private. What I will also say, it is actually a 4-star property that over delivers and actually delivers a 5-star service. So a 4-star property that delivers a 5-star service. We're set in just 12 acres, so we're quite small, but only 4 of those acres are actually developed. And as I said, we have 30 cottages set around, and they're like little sort of 2 cottages joined together. So like semi-detached cottages throughout the acreage that we have here. So we have some beautiful gardens and literally a mass of loads of plants and very many rare birds as well. And in fact, the general manager, who is actually English, has written this nature guide, which is about 96 pages long. It's an illustrated guide of all the gardens and the wildlife and birds around the property. So as I mentioned, we have 30 little intimate cottages dotted around. And our leading cottage from here, you can see, is the Superior Cottage. This is actually a very, very spacious cottage. And all of these cottages have had new refurbishment, soft refurbishment throughout. They're located on the lower side of the resort. So they're down literally around the pool area. So anyone that does have any walking disabilities or anything, the lead-in room is actually the best room for them to actually take. All the bathrooms have been upgraded. And one thing that you will notice when you look at all our rooms is that we have these lovely handmade sinks in all the rooms. Most of the rooms have a different sink, and they're actually made by a local potter called Michelle Elliott. And you can go up to the Pink Plantation house and actually go and have lunch up there and buy much of her pottery. So anything from vases to plates to teapots, it is really stunning and worth a day out or a lunch up in the area. So moving up to the next level is the deluxe cottage. These are slightly more spacious, and these are set up on the hillside. So it's not big steps or anything, but they're just gentle slopes, and there might be the odd step. And again, we can actually interconnect these. So if you do have a family or you have people that want to be together, they interconnect across the balcony and the 2 properties can be together. And again, they have these lovely bathrooms, again with those stunning basins and these sunken, very large sunken showers. The last property that we have is the actual original beach house of the property. And this is set obviously right down on the beach. I've got a slight garden area in the front here. And it comprises of 3 beachfront rooms and a beachfront suite. So these are the newly refurbished beachfront rooms, ocean view rooms, and the ocean front suite, which will accommodate 2 adults and 2 children. And it has a very large, spacious balcony or terraced area, as you can see here. And you just head straight down onto the beach and sit underneath your natural little cabana down there. I said the beach is very private. In fact, when you actually are on the water sailing by, it's actually quite difficult to see the property. It is extremely secluded. We have very calm waters. We are protected by a reef, and you can snorkel there, and we'll offer non-motorized water sports. Because of the reef being protected, we can't offer motorized water sports. So here's the water sports guys, some happy lads there that will happily teach you to stand-up paddleboard and kayak, rafting, sailing, etc. A very accommodating team. We do have a pool, a small lagoon-shaped pool, and it has its own self-service swim-up bar. So that literally is self-service. You can go behind the bar, you can mix all the cocktails, do all the drinks. And if you're really lucky and start serving all the clients, you may get a few tips and you might be able to afford to come back next year. And all the sunbeds have these lovely, great big cushions, pillows, and obviously your outside towel, your beach towel. In the evening, we have a sunset bar where we serve premium drinks. We serve champagne throughout the day and throughout the evening. It's not Prosecco, it's not Cava, it is real proper champagne. And if it's not enough to have a full all-inclusive menu, we also have a light bites menu served during the afternoon. In the evening, we have a silver service dining concept. So it is a 4/5-course dinner. And all our wines are actually paired from our cellar. So basically you'll be served a diffusion of 2 reds, 2 whites and 1 rosé. And you won't actually receive the same wine during the week. So it's a different wine or different wines that are paired each meal. So over 7 nights, if you like the first one, you might have to go and chat the barman up to get that one again. A lot of our food is farm to table from the actual gardens in the hotel, and if we can't source it there, we source it locally from the markets. And on a Friday, we have a really extensive low-key barbecue, and in season we will serve lobster on the barbecue and steaks and other fishes throughout the other time. We have our own banana museum. Believe it or not, there's over 10 different varieties of bananas, so not just your M&S and Sainsbury's varieties. We have quite a few different other bananas as well that you can try before they make the table at East Winds. So why are we a little bit different? As I said, we are 4-star delivering 5-star, and we start when your guests arrive, they actually have a welcome bottle of champagne and chocolates, handmade chocolates in their room. And if you're quite clever, what you'll do is you'll send us a note to say you've got Mr. and Mrs. So-and-so coming. Would you put a note in their room and let them know, have a nice holiday? And we will very strategically paste that next to the champagne and chocolates. So they'll actually think you've bought the champagne and the chocolates, and they'll come back and book with you again next year. As I said, we serve breakfast, lunch, afternoon tea, 4-course dinner. If you go out for the day, we'll give you a lunch hamper. We don't give you anything in a plastic bag. It's a nice little hamper, premium drinks throughout, and so much more. So that is why we over-deliver. Our activities, as I've mentioned already, but we have a yoga, special built yoga and Pilates arena, which people can, pavilion rather, and people can go there, do their own workouts, or we do have instruction up to 4 times a week. And we get lots of guys going up there. I'm not sure whether they're going for the view of the birds in the trees or whether they're going for a view of other types of birds, but I'm not sure, but we do get them. And all our products are actually made on, actually at the property. So they're all local ingredients on our spa treatments. We offer exclusive experiences. Most of them really have been covered by everyone else, so I won't go too much into detail there because I want to make sure we keep on time, but what everyone else has spoken about already, we can offer all those experiences. Some of them are complimentary and some of them there is a small cost. Weddings, I don't think anyone's really mentioned weddings, and I think this is, as a boutique hotel, is absolutely, you know, exquisite for weddings. It really is a picture perfect backdrop. And what I really like about East Winds when it comes to weddings, that if you, as I said, it's 30 cottages. If you book 22, we will actually close the resort for you, and you can have the resort exclusively for the wedding, or for the whole duration that your group is down there. We only do 1 wedding a week. And what I really think tips off the whole of East Winds and really describes what the product's about, and it's my favorite point, is that when the bride arrives at East Winds, the head gardener will take her around the gardens and she can select her bouquet of flowers complimentary from the hotel. So she hasn't got to worry about having lovely flowers on her wedding day. Our repeat visitation is 60%, so it's not unusual to have someone visit 12, 16 times. So it's quite often, if you do get a booking to East Winds, they will come back. And a lot of that is down really to the staff. We are predominantly UK business, where over 80% of our business comes from the UK, but we certainly would like some from South Africa. I noticed someone was on the call, and certainly more from the States. So please don't shy away from us. Come and visit us and see for yourselves. We do have hotel resources on our website. So we do have a full-length property manual, which will give you all the detail I've given, property maps. And if you complete our travel uni course, you'll actually receive invites to fam trips. We do something called come and stay, where you can earn free nights and literally come down and stay with us at the hotel and experience it. And as I mentioned, don't forget, we will put a bottle of wine or the champagne in the room. Just send us a note and we'll more than happily do that for you, so it looks like it comes from you. And I will just end on that lovely sunset from East Winds. And depending what part of the world you're in, you'll be either having a sunset soon or you might be having lunch. That's it from me. I will hand you back to Nicole. And if you've got any questions, please let me know. Thank you.
Lovely for that. Thank you for that presentation, Tracy. That was amazing. So you guys have seen 4 amazing properties today with some great options for your clients or for yourselves if you like to come and stay. And so thank you so much for staying with us and being here till the end. We do have some lovely prizes to give away this afternoon. A lot of them are shopping vouchers, but some of the partners have thrown in little extras, which I'll let them tell you about. Unfortunately, Fiona had to leave, so I'm going to be doing her prize for her, and I will do hers first. So she is giving away a £50 Amazon voucher. That's courtesy of Cap Maison and Van Isaac. And what we're going to do is we will ask a question, and if you can pop the correct answer in the chat box, and the person who does it in the quickest time will win the prize. We will be in touch with you after the webinar to arrange details of that prize. And if you did have won a prize, you have won one on another webinar, if you can give somebody else a chance, just so we can make sure that everyone gets a little bit of that St. Lucian love. So for the Cap Maison prize of a £50 Amazon voucher, the question is, what is the name of the restaurant located on the beach? Cap Maison, question is the name of the restaurant located on the beach. Ooh, I do have some answers coming in, okay. So the correct answer is The Naked Fisherman. And the first person I can see is Debbie Carmichael. Would you guys agree? She got, well, the spelling is, there's that error there, but I would say she meant to say Naked Fisherman. So I'll go ahead and give that to Debbie. So congratulations, Debbie, you've won yourself £50 Amazon voucher courtesy of Cap Maison. No, so yes, the restaurant on the beach is called The Naked Fisherman. There is a bar there as well for somebody who asked, they thought it was a bar. And then the Clifford Cap is the restaurant that is on the top in the main hotel. So I'm going to hand over now to Carolyn. She's going to go ahead and tell you the prize she's given away and ask a question, and we'll go ahead and we'll pick a winner.
Oh, I have to ask a question. Okay. So I have one £50 Amazon voucher as well. And then I have another offer, whoever has a booking coming up a new booking within the next 4 weeks, we will give that guest a 100 US resort visit with a minimum 5-night stay. So keep that in mind, and you have my email and contact me. Now for the £50 voucher, the question is, what is the name of the second beach?
Oh.
Yeah, wow, Leila. Ushma was really fast. Ushma.
Yes. Ushma was first.
Fantastic. Congratulations. That was fast.
That means they were paying attention. Amazing. Congratulations, Ushma. We'll be in touch with you after the webinar too, with the details of your prize. So now we're going to go to Tracy, and Tracy's going to tell you about the prize she's given away, and she's going to go ahead and ask you her question.
Okay, hi again, everyone. We're going to be giving away a room upgrade voucher. So it's a voucher that you can use to either convert a booking or to encourage a client, you know, a client that books with you regularly and you want to introduce them to East Winds and say thank you. And you can give them a room upgrade from a superior to a deluxe room. And we'll also be sending out a nature book to that winner as well. And my question is, what type of evening dining do we have?
We've got a couple of answers in. Okie dokie. And the correct answer is, Tracy?
The correct answer, I think that looks like it is Laura, with silver service dining in the evening. Thank you.
Perfect. Congratulations, Laura. Taking everyone's names down, so I will be in touch to arrange a prize. And last but not least, I do have a £50 Amazon voucher as well that I will be giving away, courtesy of the St. Lucia Tourism Authority. So I hope you guys are listening. And my question is, what is the distance between the two pitons? Oh, whoa. didn't even finish the question. The answer is 57 kilometers, and Layla Crocker was the first one to come with our answer. So congratulations, Layla. Perfect. So thank you guys so much for being with us here today. And if you've been on any of our webinars before, thank you again for continue to be on our webinars. And we look forward to seeing you on another one. So on behalf of myself and the Social Tourism Authority and my co-hosts Tracy, Fiona, and Carolyn, thank you again for being here with us today. I look forward to seeing you next month. But I do have something special next month. I might just be doing my webinar from St. Lucia, but I'll definitely let you guys know. So we'll try to make that one a little bit different and a little bit special for you. So thank you again. Have a lovely rest of your week. If you are in the UK, enjoy the bank holiday weekend. Make loads of bookings, and we look forward to welcoming all your guests to St. Lucia. Thank you. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.